Okay, so I'm going to make a video reacting to RFK Jr. dropping out of the race. At least partially, he's still staying active in some of the states, in the blue states. It does seem like he was trying to be kingmaker at this point now. I'm not 100% sure if he thought he was going to win or if he was kind of just trying to be kingmaker, but it seems like he was just acting as a spoiler. His family has recently came out with a signed joint statement that they disagree with it. His wife has also said that she disagrees with it. He has endorsed Trump. So what's going on now is he says that he throws his support to Trump. Trump has been kind of hinting that he's going to be a guest at his next rally. He says, wait for my announcement of a special guest. So people are kind of thinking that that's going to be RFK Jr. It's not 100% sure. But what he's been doing now is he's been suspending his campaign, not ending it completely, and he's keeping his ballots open in battleground states that would harm the Democratic Party. He's recently, today I think, put out a statement that the Democratic Party is now the party of corruption and war. It might be, I'm not 100% sure. I think that's going on pretty equally on both sides. I think the main issues are just taxes, guns, and abortion, but I think politically, with wars and economy and everything, it's pretty much the same either way, but that's my opinion on that. So the main states that are going to be battleground states that the Democrats need are the Midwest, mainly Pennsylvania, but also Michigan and Wisconsin. So Harris has a small lead over Trump in Pennsylvania, I believe a 2-point lead, and RFK Jr. has a sliver in there that if he endorses his voters to go to Trump, Trump can now take Pennsylvania and win the election. So RFK Jr. is essentially trying to hand the election to Donald Trump at this point. There's people in the comment sections on Instagram, on YouTube, on news networks that are calling him a traitor, and there's people also calling him a savior. It depends on which side you're on, and that there is sides is gross. People know it's gross. His whole campaign was kind of to be a third party candidate. Let's end the sides. Let's have a third party here. The choice is yours. But now that it doesn't seem like he can win, he's caving in, and he's maybe trying to lobby Trump for a cabinet position. And it does seem like he's sold out, and maybe he never really believed his own campaign that he wanted to be a third party. Maybe the whole time he was just leveraging for a cabinet position or to spoil the election for the Democrats. It at least seems that way. I'm not 100% sure. There is obviously homelessness. There's crisis at the border. There's fentanyl. Whether or not these things would get better under Trump is hard to say. But Kennedy has clearly blamed the Democrats for these things, and he's also been kind of on a little bit of a rant that he could have won if he wasn't sidelined by the Democrats. I don't think that would have been the case. I think Bernie Sanders in 2016 and 2020 would have had a much easier time winning states and carrying states than RFK Jr. because RFK Jr. with his anti-vax position, and I'm not like a wear your mask type guy. I'm not the guy that goes around telling people to get vaccinated, but a lot of his things that he said on Rogan were a little bit out there. Like he was saying that the blood-brain barrier is broken by cell phones, and it could be. Like I'm not a scientist. Like he's done environmental law. Like he does know some of his stuff, but it does seem like he's playing politics the whole time, and it does seem like this would be a bit of a sucker punch to the Democrats, and it might cause an upset. And because there was a blue wave going into this, and I think that might be stonewalled at this point, and the election might go to Trump. So that's kind of my analysis on this. It does seem like he was kind of doing some snaky stuff. It's interesting to see who will win, Trump or Harris, because it's very different directions of the country. Obviously, I think there is something interesting to it where maybe the politics of both sides are kind of getting more echo chamber and saying this big thing, but maybe Harris and Trump are really both closer to the middle than it seems, and maybe either way it really doesn't matter. Maybe it's just politics as usual. We don't really know, but people are really treating it like football teams, and Kennedy's whole campaign was, hey, let's stop doing this. But it kind of seems in the end game here that he was doing it the whole time, and kind of just a wolf in sheep's clothing type thing. So some people like it, some people are pissed off about it, depends on what side you are. But like I said again, his whole thing was let's not choose sides, and then he chose a side. So it does seem a little bit disingenuous and a bit of a sellout to me. So anyways, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and God bless, and peace out.